Hey, welcome back. I thought of me and Julio down by the schoolyard when we had Julio Gonzalez on. I love this song. I don't know where I'm going on my way. All right, I know where we're going. We're bringing in Frank Morano right here, who joins us again. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing great. I was waiting for you to get to the portion of that song where he says, Rosie, Queen of Corona.
I got to tee that one up on the next commercial. So, Frank, we got Walker Bragman and Rich Valdez coming up in just a few minutes. They're going to mix it up.
Two of my favorites.
Democrat,
by the
Republican.
Way, Walker, Rich Valdez, before he was a pundit and worked in government, he was actually, from what I understand, a very accomplished barber. And I saw that he's giving haircuts out to some of his colleagues over at the Mark Levin show. Maybe if we give him a couple of bucks, he can, give us a little bit of trim. Well, you may not need a trim, but I certainly do.
I'll tell you what. I'm thinking about to celebrate the end of the quarantine for me. I'm thinking about chopping my locks off like you and going for a full buzz cut and see what grows back by the summertime. So maybe we can get Valdez to come over and buzz us both down.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I do.
I think it sure would. Frankie, I know in segment 3, a little later on, we're going to talk about Donald Trump and how he walked out of the press conference yesterday. And, it seems like the mainstream media now, every time, he gets frustrated with a female reporter, they turn it into, this sexist or racist or something. Isn't the climate just out of control when everyone wants to, everyone keeps saying we're so divided, and I feel like every question from the press corps is kind of like a gotcha on them.
Well, I think it's very interesting what you did there, John, in saying that we're going to talk about something later, and then just inserting your own commentary and inviting me to comment on it. What's the difference between actually just talking about it later and talking about it now? I mean, are we going to talk about it later? If so, I'll reserve the things that I was going to say to talk about it later. Or are we going to talk about it now?
He knows me so good that I can't ever get one by him. You know what I mean? I try to fit in a couple of points early. What do you make of the market right now? Talking about
I'm not really sure. I'm not paying too close attention to what the market overall is doing, but I'm watching some of the stocks that I have, and miraculously, somehow it looks like this stock that I was foolish enough to buy Overstock about 8 months ago.
Yeah, baby.
It is slowly but surely making a comeback. I've lost a boatload of money on this stock.
Don't call it a comeback. Hold on. This is a common misconception with people. Have you sold stock?
No. Well, that's what I was going to say.
So you didn't lose
the only
anything.
reason that I didn't dump out of this stock entirely is because there was so little money to take from the pittance of shares that I have. But now that everybody's stuck at home and I guess ordering everything online, now Overstock is actually showing some signs of life in their stock price. But the two things that I do find interesting.
Oh, what about InvestView, bud? I thought you bought some InvestView shares at a favorable price.
I did, but that was performing well even before the shutdown. And to date, that is the only stock that has gone up since I purchased it to today. It's up 75% since I purchased it, so it's doing well. But there's a couple of interesting things happening in Washington. Obviously, everybody's got their eye on Anthony Fauci, who's testifying before the Senate right now. And, of course, he's making a ton of news himself. But I don't want that to overshadow the package that the House is putting out there. They're unveiling a $3 trillion coronavirus aid package, which they are going to vote on Friday. Now, unlike the prior aid packages, apparently this is going to include direct aid to states and cities like New York that have been very, very hard hit by this. And apparently it will include direct payments to individual Americans as well. I'm hoping this round will not be capped at $75,000 and that I'll be able to gain a little bit of.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Frank's gonna take a break. We're gonna come back with Walker Bragman and Rich Valdez to mix it up right after this.